So, one of the things that I feel like one of the biggest mishandled characters, and there's been many, but one of the biggest mishandled characters, in my opinion, in the MCU is the Hulk. I think Marvel has mishandled him, and I'm talking about from the beginning, even with Ang Lee's Hulk, all the way to how he was in She Hulk and what they did with that debacle. Not saying that I don't like Mark Ruffalo because I do. I think he has been great as Bruce Banner and great as the Hulk. But I just feel like Marvel has not highlighted the Hulk in a good way. Uh, I thought he was great in the Avengers, but I thought one of the lowest points of the um, Avengers Endgame was the Hulk. Like everyone thought Endgame was just like this 10 out of 10 perfect film. And I'm one of the few people, not saying I didn't enjoy Endgame, I loved it. But one of the lowest points for me was how the Hulk was handled. And it looks like Marvel is, trying to bring us back the Hulk. Keep in mind, the last time we saw him was in She Hulk, and that was straight garbage. And not only was She Hulk garbage, but I mean, I didn't even like the way the Hulk was handled in that film. But either way, that was our last point seeing him. And it looks like uh, Marvel's trying to bring him back. I'm not sure how I feel about it. Let's take a look. All right, so this is coming from Joe Blow .com. It says Hulk rumors, George Miller up for a World War Hulk, possibly Hulk versus Spider-Man and the Punisher. Let's talk about it. It says, what's going on with the Incredible Hulk in the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Although his adversaries, Red Hulk and the Leader, as well as his ex girlfriend Betty Ross, are known to be in Captain America Brave New World, it doesn't seem that he's going to show up in the movie. And if he does, it's likely to just be a cameo. Last time we saw him, he was still in Smart Hulk mode, but also equipped with a Hulk inhibitor device that allowed him to turn back into his regular human form. He served as a mentor to his cousin Jennifer Walters on She Hulk, where he also introduced his son Scar, which, oh my God, don't get me started on that. Uh, we're likely to see him again in Avengers Doomsday coming May 1st, 2026, and Avengers Secret Wars coming May 7th, 2027. But now there are rumors that Marvel may also be developing a World War Hulk movie with George Miller in the running to direct it, and hoping to have Hulk face off with Spider Man and the Punisher in the fourth Spider Man film. So let's talk about the rumors. The World War Hulk rumor began with a Production Weekly listing that claims Marvel plans to get the film into production by the end of 2025. World of Real sources told them that these plans are not official yet, but Marvel is indeed hoping to put World War Hulk on the fast track. They wrote Mark Ruffalo is set to come back in the titular role, and his character will have a very busy year, as this coming February's Captain America Brave New World will set up World War Hulk for him, and a few months later, the Thunderbolts will be the connecting branch for the character's solo MCU movie. They added that Chris Hemsworth set up a meeting between his Furiosa director George Miller and Marvel head Kevin Feige, putting the Mad Max franchise creator, who was attached to make a Justice League movie about 15 years ago, in the running to direct either World War Hulk or Thor 5. Miller has previously said he is an MCU fan and watches all of the movies. The World War Hulk comic follows the tragic death of Hulk's wife. A more powerful Hulk then vows vengeance against the Illuminati and Earth's heroes and wreaks havoc against waves of Earth's mightiest defenders, taking out a slew of targets on his chaotic path. Insider Scoopers Jeff Snyder and John Roca discussed the World War Hulk George Miller rumor on their podcast, The Hot Mic. Along the way, Roca dropped a rumor of his own. From what I hear from a strong source in the business, the plan for the new Spider Man movie was Spider Man fighting the Hulk with the Punisher. So it was going to be a ground based, but he was going to fight the Hulk because Marvel wants to move away from the intelligent Hulk we saw in the Avengers movies and make him much more of the brutish Hulk, the violent Hulk, the rage Hulk. That seems to be the approach they want to go in. Roca doesn't know if Spider Man 4 has changed, but that was apparently the plan for it at some point. And then it goes on to talk about Spider Man 4 and the Punisher and so on and so forth. Okay, so listen, I want to be excited about this. Why? Well, first off, George Miller. I am a huge fan of George Miller. I'm a huge fan of Mad Max uh, and all that he's done. So I am a huge fan of George Miller. And also, I am a huge fan of World War Hulk. That comic book series is fantastic. I have the World War Hulk poster hanging up against my wall as we speak. I am a huge fan. However, why am I not excited about this? Well, here's why. Because they've already screwed up the World War Hulk timeline story in Marvel. So, what type of World War Hulk story would we get? George Miller is dope, and maybe they will come up with something great, but it can't be. It won't be the World War Hulk storyline that I know, that you know as a comic book fan, because they killed that with, well, it started with Thor Ragnarok. So, not to spoil, maybe a little bit. So, if you're not familiar with the World War Hulk storyline, it starts with Planet Hulk, right? You know, and uh, Illuminati ships off the Hulk, and the Hulk's plane explodes. His wife dies. He's in Sakaar, and he absorbs all the energy. This energy from Sakaar, he gets stronger. He's bigger. He's badder, and he goes back to Earth to get his revenge for what Illuminati did to him, or he blames the Illuminati for what happened to him. So I'm summarizing the story as a whole lot more than that, but that's essentially it. Feel free to come at me in the comment section if I missed anything. But the point is, they took the World War Hulk, the Planet Hulk story, and gave it to Thor and Thor Ragnarok, and I hated it. Like everyone thought Thor Ragnarok was groundbreaking, was this fantastic film, and I left the theater mad. It took a while for me to appreciate Thor Ragnarok because of what I knew about Planet Hulk, right? After I got rid of my, after I got over the whole Planet Hulk aspect, I was like, okay, I see why people like this film. And also, I thought what they did with Thor, I knew it was going to lead to Love and Thunder. I knew they were going to take it too far, and they did. And I'm hoping in Thor 5 they changed that. But either way, Thor Ragnarok was good. I just had to get over the whole Planet Hulk aspect. But they literally took Planet Hulk, gave it to Thor, and made a comedy of it. And now you want to bring us World War Hulk. And I'm like, how? And then on top of that, She Hulk, you introduce Hulk's son at a random barbecue. Like, oh, hey, by the way, this is my son. Like, come on. So I'm not excited about this news, and I want to be because it's George Miller, but I can't be because of what the MCU has done with the Hulk up to this point. I feel like they would essentially have to make up a whole new World War Hulk story, and I don't know if it'll be as good. And then the Illuminati, right? They introduced this to Illuminati in Doctor Strange uh, uh, 3, excuse me, 2, but then they killed them all off. So I mean, and I know it's timelines, multiverse, so there could be other Illuminatis and all that stuff. I get it. I just feel like um, Marvel messed up World War Hulk, and I don't know if they could put it all back together like Humpty Dumpty. Maybe, who knows? I do like the idea of Spider-Man and Punisher teaming up to fight the Hulk. That is not out of the realms of comic book accuracy, and I think it would be fun. I was hoping to see more of a grounded neighborhood Spider-Man for Spider-Man 4. Maybe that still will happen. But I like the idea for sure, especially if that's like setting up a really good Hulk film. But I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. I love the idea of George Miller directing a World War Hulk movie, but will it be a World War Hulk movie? Because they've already messed that up, in my opinion. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks so much for watching. Do me a favor. If you like the content, don't forget to click that like button and subscribe. And hit that little alarm button as well so you can get alerted whenever I post new content. And also, do me a favor, share with other people who you think would like this content as well. We have a big goal of 1,000 subscribers we're trying to get to, and we need your help. Appreciate it. Till the next one. Peace.